This was recorded 3 times just to get to you. 3 times. And I needed to understand something right from the beginning. This wasn't a technical glitch. This wasn't me stumbling over words. This was something else. Something that I don't even fully understand. Something was blocking it. Every single time I sat down to do this, the energy would shift. My computer would freeze, the power would flicker, my voice would feel like it was being pushed back, pushed down, pushed away, and like something was saying, not yet, not now, this isn't the moment. It felt like trying to push a message through a locked door. And I kept asking myself, why? Why is this so hard? I've done this before. I've recorded plenty of things, but this time was different. This time it felt like there was a wall between me and the message. A wall that was trying to protect you, my beautiful soul. And then finally today, everything just clicked. I was sitting in my space and the relentless rain that had been thrashing against the window for hours just stopped. The clouds parted and this shaft of golden, California light just poured it in. And I felt this profound stillness, a knowing. And I understood in that moment, the fight to get this message to you wasn't about something being wrong. It was something about timing. It was about timing. It was your timing. You were not ready before this moment. But tonight, in this specific quiet moment, you are in the right. Now, you are ready. Because this isn't a coincidence. This is a divine appointment. The universe, if you want to call it that, or fate, or your own higher self, it doesn't actually have to work this hard. Usually it whispers. A little nudge, a gut feeling, a quiet voice. But some of you, the ones this is for, you've become masters at ignoring that gentle whisper. You are so used to the noise, the constant chatter of your phone, the opinions of other people, the frantic, always on speed of the world. You've learned to tune out the quiet knowing because it's the only way to survive the chaos. So when a gentle knowing cannot get through, the universe sometimes has to shout. It has to create a situation that is so undeniable, so specific, so insistent that it pierces through the noise. It has to block every other path except the one that leads exactly here, to you, right now. And that's why it took 3 times, 3 tries. It wasn't a failure, it was a filter. Only the people who are meant to receive this are hearing it. If you're still listening, if you don't scroll past, if the pull to be here was stronger than the pull to go do something else, that means you are part of the group this message was always meant for. You see, I'm seeing something about you, something I need you to truly understand. That feeling you have, the one you cannot quite name, the feeling that you are on the outside looking in, that everyone else seems to have some secret handbook you were not given, that you are walking through the world and nobody really sees you. not the way you want to be seen, not the way you need to be seen. That loneliness isn't a sign of something being wrong with you. It's the exact opposite. It's like you are in a room full of people smiling, maybe even laughing, but you feel completely alone. Yeah, completely alone. Like you're speaking the same language, but no one is really hearing the meaning behind your words. You feel unseen. You feel unheard. And it's a particular kind of ache, isn't it? It's in the quiet moments, right when you wake up for a split second before the world rushes in and you feel that empty space. That loneliness, that feeling is not a punishment. It's an upgrade. It's a cocoon phase. You're not stuck. This isn't stalling. This isn't the universe forgetting about you. This is the process of becoming. The caterpillar dissolving into a messy, chaotic, formless goo inside its cocoon doesn't understand what's happening to it. It doesn't feel like transformation. It feels like death. It feels like everything it ever was is just breaking down. And in a way, it is. But that breakdown is absolutely essential for what it's about to become. The old form is crumbling because it can no longer contain the new form that's trying to emerge. And that's you. You feel like you are falling apart. Your old life, your old patterns, your old ways of thinking, it's all dissolving. You might feel like you are losing it, but what's actually happening is that your wings are almost ready. You are being prepared for something that requires a profound silence, that requires you to stop seeking approval from the outside world and start trusting the strange, wild, beautiful thing that's alive inside you. The person you are becoming needs you to be in a quiet space, listening, not distracted. You've been so gentle for so long that you forgot you are also strong. You've become the person who is always available, the person who always says yes, the person who always makes it work, no matter the cost to themselves, the cost. You hold space for everyone else, their problems, their drama, their emotions. You make everyone else feel seen and heard. You absorb it all, and then when it's your turn, there's nobody left in the room. The room is empty. You've become invisible in your own life. And then sounds noble, doesn't it? To be the selfest one, the kind one, the one who never makes a fuss. But I need you to be honest with yourself for a second. A lot of that, a huge part of that actually, isn't just kindness. It's a strategy. It's a survival mechanism you put in place a long time ago. You learned to make yourself small. You learned that your light, your opinions, your desires, your very presence made other people uncomfortable. Admit it. Maybe you were told you were too much as a child. Maybe you were punished for being loud or having big feelings. Maybe your parents were overwhelmed and your intensity was a problem for them. Or maybe you were simply ignored. And you learned that the only way to get any positive attention was to be the good one, the easy one, the one who never needed anything. You learned to be a ghost in your own home. And the tragic part is you got so good at it. You got so good at being invisible and small and accommodating that you forgot there was ever another way. You forgot what you actually wanted. You forgot what it felt like to be angry or excited or to have a desire that was just for you. You forgot the version of yourself that existed before the world taught you to be afraid. The one that took up space like it was your birthright. The one who spoke first and thought later. Yeah, that one. The one with the appetite. A real honest to goodness appetite for life. This silence you've built around yourself hasn't been weakness. It's been your greatest shield. You thought you were protecting yourself from the pain of being rejected again. You told yourself it was safer to not want anything, because if you don't want anything, you cannot be disappointed. But what you didn't realize is that you were always also protecting yourself from your own power. You were creating a prison of safety that slowly suffocated you. And everybody in your life got used to that ghost. Your friends stopped asking what you really think because you never offer anything unexpected. Your partner, lover, stopped noticing when you're hurting because you're so good at hiding it. Your family treats you like the safe one, the easy one, the one they can always count on to go along. They respond to how small you've made yourself. They take you at the value you've assigned to yourself. Invisible. And the cruelest part is your light didn't go away. That's cruel, yeah. It just went into hiding. It got smaller, smaller and smaller, from a brilliant blazing thing to a tiny dim flicker that you can only feel sometimes. Late at night, in those quiet spaces when you're alone. That pull, that ache, that knowing that somewhere deep inside there is something that wants to exist. The pattern is so deeply automatic now that you are not even choosing anymore. You are reacting. Your nervous system learned years and years ago that being fully yourself came with consequences. So your body shut it down. It's a perfect, brilliant, totally logical survival mechanism. It's like your body has a reflex that just steps on the brakes before you can even get the car in gear. Every time you feel that impulse to speak, to share, to take up space, the reflex kicks in and slams on the brakes. Yeah. And you probably tell yourself you're just being considerate. You're making space for others. You're being kind. But I want to offer you a different perspective. That's a beautiful story you tell yourself. But the truth might be a little more raw. You might be terrified of being fully seen because the last time you were, someone made you feel like that was wrong. You are not choosing silence. You are choosing invisibility while pretending it's kindness. You are reframing self-erasure as generosity. That's uncomfortable to sit with. Sorry. Let me give you a concrete example because you need to feel this, not just understand it intellectually. You are at a party. Yeah, someone tells a story, everyone laughs. That particular laugh, that means it landed, that it actually mattered. You are standing there and you feel it. You have something to say, something funnier, something that would crack the room open in a completely different way. You can see it already. The setup, the perfect timing, the clever angle that nobody else in this room is going to see. Your body knows it. You can feel where the joke wants to land. You can almost hear how the energy would shift when you say it. The room would change shape. They would feel you. They would see you in a different way. You open your mouth and you don't. You just don't say it. Instead, you smile at their joke. You make space for their moment. You become the person who makes other people feel good about their own stories. And in that moment, you feel two things simultaneously. First, a sense of relief that you didn't risk making anyone uncomfortable. And second, a deeper, quieter pang of loss. The ghost of that joke, that thing you would have said, that part of you didn't share, it doesn't just disappear. It becomes a tiny, invisible weight you add to your soul. A moment of erasure. And you do this dozens of times a day. Yeah. Or imagine this. You are in a meeting at work. You see the problem that nobody else sees. You have a clear, elegant solution. It's so obvious to you, it's almost painful. You watch the room slowly go in the wrong direction, discussing flawed ideas, wasting time and energy, and you don't speak. You tell yourself later that they wouldn't have listened anyway. You tell yourself that speaking up would be arrogant. And the price you are paying is the slow erosion of your own competence and self-trust. Oh, think about that morning when your partner says something unkind, something that stings, and you feel the response forming. The truth you could articulate that would make them understand what they actually did. But instead, you stay quiet. You become small. You absorb the comment so they can remain comfortable being the person who made it. You sacrifice your own feelings to preserve a false peace. Or those family dinners, your accomplishment is mentioned, and you immediately minimize it. You deflect. You make a joke. You become the person who didn't actually achieve anything important, so they can all relax because you've made it safe for them to not have to celebrate you. You can see it on their faces. That relief. Oh, good, they are not going to be one of those people. They are still the humble one. We don't have to feel inferior. And the truly devastating part, you've become so good at this that you don't even feel the initial impulse to speak anymore. You feel it forming and immediately squash it. You have automated your own erasure. You build it into your nervous system. The reflex to make yourself small is so fast, it happens before you even have a conscious thought. It's a deeply ingrained survival instinct. And the problem is, you're not in the situation that required that survival instinct anymore. The danger has passed, but your nervous system is still bracing for the blow. You traded visibility for safety, and you thought that was a fair deal. You didn't realize you were trading more than that. You were trading yourself. But here is what I want you to hear. The invisible person you've become, that's not who you actually are. That's a survival costume you put on a long time ago, a persona. And survival was important. Your nervous system was doing its brilliant protective job. It kept you alive. It kept you safe. But here is what's true now. The danger that made invisibility necessary has changed. You are no longer a child who is dependent on those people. You are no longer in the situation that taught you to disappear. You are in a different situation now, and the rules have changed, even if you haven't updated them yet. The map that saved you is now the thing that's suffocating you. That's uncomfortable, really. And you can start to update it. And speaking of maps, let me share something with you that completely changed how I see these moments. Imagine your life is this grand unfolding map. Every twist and turn, every mountain and valley, every road you've taken and every road you've avoided, it's all mapped out on a cosmic scale. And that feeling of deja vu that you get sometimes, that strange, unsettling, almost eerie sensation that you have been here before. It's not a glitch. It's a cosmic safe point. Stop for a second. Can you feel that? That's your intuition waving at you. That moment of deja vu is the universe hitting pause and whispering, pay attention, you've been here in spirit before. It's not just a memory playing tricks on you. It's a profound validation that you are perfectly aligned with your destiny. It's a spiritual you are here, pinned on a map that spans across lifetimes. When you feel it, the static of the world fades, and for a moment the veil drops, showing you that the path was pre-written for your growth. That eerie feeling of deja vu isn't a glitch, it's a confirmation. You've been here before, maybe not in this body, but definitely in this energy. It's like your soul is highlighting a sentence in the book of your life. When deja vu hits, the universe is asking for your undivided attention. I know it feels strange, but that already seen moment is a spiritual green light. Your higher self is basically saying, see, we're right on track. It's a glitch in the matrix that actually works in your favor. Deja vu is the universe's way of keeping a promise it made to you eons ago. You're not lost in your mind. You're just remembering your future. It's the aha moment when the puzzle pieces finally click into place. Don't just brush it off as a coincidence. Lean into the feeling. It's a profound sense of, I've stood here, I've felt this, and I know what comes next. Your soul is literally double checking its coordinates right now. Think of it as a spiritual timestamp on your journey. It's that lightning bolt of recognition that cuts through the noise of daily life. You were meant to be in this exact spot, hearing these exact words. Deja vu is the bridge between who you were and who you are becoming. It's the most beautiful I told you so from your own soul. When it happens, just smile. It means you are exactly where you're supposed to be. You see, those moments are not random. They are breadcrumbs. They are the universe's way of showing you the synchronicity of your own existence, of your existence. They are proof that you are not just wandering aimlessly. You are following a path, even when it doesn't feel like it. You are being guided, even when you feel completely lost. You are being held, even when you feel utterly alone. And when you feel that déjà vu, that strange familiarity, it's a reminder that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. You are on track. You are aligned. You are safe. There is a metaphor I want you to sit with because I think it will change. It will change how you see yourself. Imagine your voice is like a light, a particular frequency of light that only you can emit, a specific wavelength that no one else on the planet has. When you keep that light hidden, the world doesn't get to see what that light illuminates. But here's the part nobody talks about. You also cannot see yourself anymore. Yeah, you are standing in your own darkness. When that light is off, you cannot see the path ahead. You cannot see your own edges and your own possibilities. You become invisible to yourself. And the cruelest part is that light doesn't go away. It just hides, as I said before. It gets smaller and smaller. It goes from this bright, powerful thing to something you can barely feel anymore. A faint flicker. Sometimes not even that. But it's still there. You can feel it in those quiet moments, that knowing that somewhere inside there is something that wants to exist. That light is your true self, waiting to be reignited. Yeah, and the people in your life are not hungry for more brightness because they are already uncomfortable with yours. I want to say some words about that. You see, their comfort depended on your dimness. You held up the sun for everyone else, and you were standing in the shadow of it. Your light made them feel insecure because it revealed that their own dimness. So you turned it off, and now you're all sitting in the dark together. But I feel the shift. There is a shift happening right now, in this very moment. That light, that flicker you thought was gone, it hasn't been off. It's just been waiting, dimmed by years of caution and care and the constant, desperate need to not be too much. But it's not gone. It's been waiting. And the moment you start to acknowledge it, not even act on it, Just acknowledge its presence. Something shifts. You feel, don't you? A stirring in your chest, a tightness, a loosening, a recognition. That's not hope. That's remembering. That's yourself saying, hi, hello, from across a vast distance you've been maintaining. That's yourself trying to become, to come back, to become someone, to become you, to come back. This is what I need you to know. The reason you've made yourself invisible is not because you're broken, it's because you were smart. You saw the cost of being seen and you made the logical choice. You decided that your safety was more important than your existence. And that was a reasonable choice at the time. But here's the thing that's changing now. You are starting to realize that the safety you bought came with a price so high that it's not actual safety anymore. It's just a slow disappearance. Yeah, slow disappearance. And you're beginning to wake up to that fact. You're becoming extraordinary in the most ordinary way. You're literally starting to glow. Have you noticed it? Something in your own reflection looks different. There is a light in your eyes that wasn't there before. Or maybe the stress that used to live permanently in your face, that tension you carried in your shoulders, the fatigue around your eyes. It feels like it's been lifted, like someone came in the night and gently unburdened you. That's not vanity, that's frequency made visible. Your body, your beautiful, magnificent body cannot help but reflect the shift that's happening within. You are a living testimony of grace. The universe doesn't have to try 3 times to reach most people. But for you, it did. I tried 3 times. Because you matter that much. Because this message matters that much. Because you are that important. And while you've been figuring this out, while you've been struggling and uncertain and feeling like you're falling apart, heaven's been handling something else. It's been protecting you, it's been clearing the path, it's been handling the battles you didn't even know were happening. The thing you didn't have to fight because they were fought for you. You are not your doubt. You are not your fear. You are not the voice that tells you that you can't. You are the thing underneath all of that. You are the frequency that keeps coming back. You are the one who gets knocked down and stands back up. That's who you are. And you are not fighting towards something anymore. You are receiving something that's already yours. The battle is already won. The only thing you have to do is let it come. The only thing you have to do is say yes, just yes. I know you are tired. I know you are suspicious of good things because usually when something good starts to come, something else goes wrong. It's like you are waiting for the other shoe to drop. A part of you is braced for disappointment because you've been disappointed so many times that it feels safer to expect the worst. Like you look at an opportunity and your brain immediately starts scanning for the hidden hidden flaws, the trap, the thing that's going to go wrong. Because if you don't get your hopes up, they cannot be crushed. I know that fear. I lived there for a long time too. But this time, it's different. This time the good coming, this time the good thing is not just coming actually. It's there. It's unfolding right now. And the peace you're about to receive is not going to feel like the absence of struggle. It's not going to be the dull, lifeless numbness. It's going to feel like power, like freedom, like coming home to yourself. So, may I ask you a question? 1. What would happen if you just stopped being invisible for one day? Another question. What would happen if just for a few hours you let yourself take up the space you deserve? What will happen actual change if you set yourself be seen? And before you answer that with all the reasons why you cannot, I want you to just feel what happens in your body when you imagine what would change if you finally could. Is there a tightness? Is there a lightness? Is there a sensation of expansion? You are meant to be seen. You are meant to be felt. You are meant to be heard in a way that reaches people you will never meet. Your energy is supposed to move through the world like a wave, like something that touches everything it comes into contact with and changes it. And the skills you have, the resilience you have, the way you still show up for people despite everything, that's not ordinary. That's the foundation of something extraordinary. Yeah. Your unique frequency, your specific way of loving, your particular gifts, nobody else has them. Nobody else can do what you do. And the world is waiting for that, literally waiting. It might not feel like it right now. The world might feel loud and scary and indifferent, but it's waiting for the thing that only you can contribute. This is the beginning of the last chapter of your old life. The one where you doubt. The one where you wait for permission. The one where you make yourself small. And it's the first page of your actual destiny. The one where you remember who you are. Where you step into authority over your own life. Where you move with the knowing that something infinite is moving through you. Your intuition brought you here to listen to these words in this moment, alone, like you needed to be. Trust that more than you trust anything else right now. Trust it more than you trust the noise. Yeah. More than you trust the doubt. More than you trust what they told you about yourself. Claim your restoration right now, not as a wish, but as an affirmation. Speak it into the quiet space around you. You don't have to say it out loud if it feels too vulnerable. Just whisper. Whisper it to your own soul. Say to yourself, I'm aligned, I'm open, I'm ready for what comes next. I trust myself. I trust this unfolding. I'm a child of the universe, and the universe is me. And I'm the universe. Carry that with you tonight. Sleep well, knowing this truth. You are already becoming everything you are meant to be. It's already happening. Your life is not falling apart, it's falling into place. Trust it. Trust yourself. You are more powerful than you have ever allowed yourself to believe. And if this resonated, if something in your chest opened up while you were listening, if you felt a flicker of recognition or hope, or just a little bit of light that matters, it means you are hearing your own truth reflected back. It's your soul saying, yes, finally, yes, this is real. This is for me. I need to hear this, and I'm ready to begin.